A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Yellow Jackets head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Georgia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Alberto Mendoza. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. Quarterback changing the play. Knocked down, could not turn the corner, and already this offense behind the chains.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Look out. Hauls it in. Drag down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Between the hashes, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Wake. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Hosley. He's got enough. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Caught behind the line. It's May. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
3rd and long coming up. Running inside. It's Hosley. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll run it on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Shows him the stiff arm. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing, Lopez. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Lopez wants to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Lopez to throw for it on 4th. Still looking. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Demon Deacons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, wait! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Motion from the wideout. Oh, maybe a double pass. He's got it along the sideline. once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez. They're all over him. And down he goes.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Hits inside. It's Wiggins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Lopez to pass. Rush right in his face. He sacked. This defense all over him.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Wide receivers all over the place, trips to the left on 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. That's caught. It's made. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Trying to squeak through the pile. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Got it behind the line. It's Powell. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Caught. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Right side, it's made. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Maybe it got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On the return. And there he goes. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Drops back. It's Mendoza. Timed that hit perfect. For making the grab, it'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Left side is Hosley. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Ball spotted at the 27. It's first and 10. Got some green grass.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The run inside. It's Hosley. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Lopez to throw. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Second and long here. From the gun, it's Wiggins. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Lopez wants to fire. Tosses it incomplete.
And that's a good sign for this defense, man. In the first 2 drives, they put scoring drives together. And they didn't get stops when they needed it. On the 3rd downs, nice job coming up big on a 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, and hopefully now getting off the field.
Smashes ahead. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be now. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly to the... Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get... Turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Demon Deacons have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Lopez to pass. Out wide right, it's Davis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Wiggins. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 2nd down to the air. He's got his man across the middle. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 10 team, the Arizona Wildcats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that moment.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Demon Deacons are marching down the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. Cuts it upfield. It's Wiggins. Nowhere to go.
linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
RPO complete. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They take the lead here in the second half. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Grabbed over the middle. It's made. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires quickly. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Keeps it himself. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. An 84-yard drive there, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Straight ahead, it's Wiggins. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. pull and throw off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Deadlock here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Throwing, Lopez. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Right side, it's Allen. At the 35, he's got room. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on third and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
There's a crease. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. There he goes. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Tough run here. It's Powell. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Pushes toward the goal line. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their 1st timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. He's got it! just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold.
Big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Lopez. Left side, it's Johnson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Lopez wants to fire. Turns it upfield. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
When you have a leader like this guy, you've got a chance to win, and that's what you see right now. There's just a different energy in this offense trailing in this 2-minute situations. He's already thrown a couple of touchdowns. He's made some massive plays. He's got the defense on their heels here late.
Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Lopez to the air again. Here comes the heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense got it. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here.
Oh, what a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense needs to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.